Hi everyone, and welcome to TDEC's virtual summer camp. This week's activities are targeted at 9th through 12th grade, but we encourage viewers of all ages to follow along. Today's Wildlife Wednesday, and we are learning about wildflowers. Wildflowers are flowers that grow, you guessed it, wildly. In other words, they spread and grow without humans putting them there. You've probably seen wildflowers all over the place in the spring, on the sides of roads, in large open fields, and probably even in your backyard or neighborhood. These flowers are incredibly resilient. They have to be because nobody is tending to them or planting them to make sure they grow. So they can be found in all kinds of environments, even in the desert. Last month, we used the iNaturalist Seek app to explore wildlife in your backyard. Today, we're going to encourage everyone to go back outside and look specifically for wildflowers. Try using the Seek app again to see if you can identify any species that you find nearby, either in your backyard or in some nearby open space. Most wildflowers pop up in the spring, so we're right at the end of the season for viewing wildflowers. A couple flowers that are blooming right now are the Joe Pye weed and the cardinal flower. I'm going to go check out what I can find in my backyard. Why don't you follow along? If you're lucky enough to find and document any flowers, and you're on your own property, feel free to cut and dry them. You can dry them by pressing them between two paper towels under some heavy books for a few days, or you can keep their natural shape by air drying them. All you do to air dry them is tie some rubber bands around the stems and hang them upside down somewhere for a few weeks. Once you have dried flowers, there are all kinds of things you can do with them. Use them in crafts, keep them as bouquets, or if you know they're from a chemical-free place, you can even place them on your summer baked goods. Wildflowers look beautiful, and they serve a really important function in our ecosystem. First of all, they require less water and fertilizer to grow because they're native to where they grow, which means they're made well to survive there. Wildflowers are also incredibly important for pollinators like bees, butterflies, and wasps because they provide food and critical habitat to these insects and wildlife. Having wildflowers around make it more likely for pollinators to survive, and pollinators are a major key to our food system and help ensure that we can grow crops to feed our population. Finally, wildflower seeds provide an important food source for birds and small mammals during the winter, which also helps spread the wildflowers through natural methods. As you can see, wildflowers fit into this beautiful nested web of our ecosystem and play such important roles. Next time you see a wildflower, I hope you'll view it as part of our intricate web of nature. Thanks for following along on today's Wildlife Wednesday activity. We hope you enjoyed it and learned a little bit about Tennessee's wildflowers. Be sure to tune in for Earth Friendly Thursday. We hope to see you then.